What's up? This is Constance Carter. Nobody works harder, nobody works smarter. Yes, I am going live while I need to be working because I got something to say. I had a very profound um, conversation and appointment with, oh, gotta check in my flight. I'm taking a flight tomorrow. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Marthella. Did I? Okay, sorry, I had to check in my flight for tomorrow. I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going to New Orleans tomorrow. I'm going to be speaking at Purpose, Power, and Profits in New Orleans tomorrow. But Marthella, what's up? Where you at? How come you're not in the office? Weren't you just here earlier today? What you doing? You out showing houses? What's going on? What's going on? Um, so I'm on my way. I just wanted to talk really quick. I just got done with an amazing conversation from an amazing young lady, and I'm not going to mention who she is, but she's from Stockton. But it's the conversation that I had today was really a mirror conversation that I've had with several people since the We Summit. Mom and Cubs Cleaning, how are you? And I know you were at the We Summit. Hi, Tara. Hey, Carolyn. So just if you can, just comment and tell me where you are, what's your name, and where you calling from, where you hailing from. Are you from Stockton, California? You from San Jose, California? Hi, Donna. But I want to talk about being paralyzed by fear. So thank you guys for joining me today. I just had a conversation with a very profound young lady, and I'm so honored that she wanted to come into my office and just share kind of what she's been up to. We had the Wealth Empowerment Summit, and people are still talking about the We Summit even today, and it's been almost a month and a half. It's been a month and 12 days, and people are still talking about the summit, about how their lives have been impacted and changed. And it's just a mirror of a lot of people that I've been speaking with over the last couple of weeks. Even in my interview with Dr. Angela and Inspire Radio the other day, same thing. And but one of the things that she said that really stuck out to me was that she was going to be purchasing. Hey, Tracy, where are you from? Tell everybody where you from, because I know where you from, but I want you to tell everybody else where you from. Tamisha, where are you from? But the thing that she said that really struck me is she said, I went to go look to purchase a home a few years ago, and I went to someone else, and they said that I didn't qualify. They said my score was a few points down and I didn't qualify. I said, why you didn't come to us? Because this is what we do. We help people. And she said, because I was scared. I didn't want you guys in my business. I had fear. And the reason why she had that fear is because she didn't understand why, number one, who we were, what she didn't really understand what we were about, and that we were really here to help people. And you can look at somebody's life, and here's the lesson. You can look at somebody's life today. Like, you can look at my life today and you think, oh, she's CEO and she owns a real estate company and she's doing all these things, but not really understanding the journey that it took to get here. And I want to be really clear. And that's the reason why I tell my story. That's the reason why I tell the story about me driving down in my raggedy Ford Windstar minivan and the door flying open. That's why I talk to you about me filing bankruptcy and making this insane amount of money, but losing, everything, foreclosing and short selling on my properties. It's the reason why I tell you all those stories, because I want you to know that this did not happen overnight. And if I can be where I am, and if I can do what I'm doing, then you can too. And so I never want anyone to feel that, or to look at someone's life. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's Barack Obama. I don't care if, you should be able to sit down and speak to somebody, whether they're in the trap house or in the White House. Have that much confidence in yourself. But I want to just encourage you to not dim your light because you are intimidated by where somebody else is. I don't want you to dim your light or miss out on opportunities because of where somebody else is. I was at a conference a few years back, and this young lady, she's my Facebook friend now, and she may be even logged on, but I remember, and this is before I even started publicly speaking really strong, but we were at a speaking conference, Dr. Ruben West, and she was sitting to the left of me, and we had an exercise where we were all at the table, And we were just practicing our little speeches. We got to practice real quick, 30 seconds or whatever. We had to practice. And the girl next to me, she was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And so this was day one, as we got to day three, the close, and we had gotten really comfortable with the people at our table. The girl tells me, you know, I really didn't. The reason why I didn't do it on day one is because I was intimidated by you. I'm like, me? And she was like, yeah, I was intimidated. I was like, what you intimidated by me for? And she was like, because you have every reason. She was like when I first met you, I figured you were a certain type of way. And I figured you might be bougie, or I was like, me? Roundaway girl from San Jose, where I be doing a sea walk and popping my collar and stuff. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, wow, how do I come off that way? But that's never the intent. But she said, as I got to know you, you weren't intimidated. And she said, you have every reason to be bougie, but you're not. And I was like, well, I don't have any reason to be bougie, but whatever. But my lesson to her was, don't ever let anybody put you in a position where you dim your light, because what happened is you will rob the entire world of your greatness by allowing somebody else to intimidate you. You will rob the world, or you'll rob yourself of opportunities. So this young lady that I just met with, she robbed herself of opportunities. She could have been in a home 2 or 3 years ago, but she robbed herself of the opportunity, thinking that we would look at her crazy, or that we would look down on her because maybe her credit wasn't as good at where it needs to be. And I could tell you 1,000 million times, like, this is what we're here to do. We're here to help you. So stop allowing fear of judgment, fear of somebody looking down on you, fear of being laughed at, fear of being embarrassed. Stop allowing those fears to paralyze you from reaching your greatness. You just missed out on a blessing. The girl I was with in Atlanta, I missed out on hearing her speak. The world may have missed out on hearing her speak had she muted herself. The young lady I just met with, she missed out on maybe $100,000 in equity because we could have helped her. So stop letting fear, and you not even knowing somebody else's situation. Her not even knowing that I was in bankruptcy just, a few years back with a 379 credit score. Knowing that I could have helped her to get to where she needed to be so that she could create wealth. Stop letting your judgment of where you think other people are, or where you think your lack is, prevent you from reaching the next level. So I want you, please, 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 if you can live your life fearless, and reach all your goals and do whatever it is you wanted to do. I just got off a call with Lisa Nichols about an hour ago. And one of the things she said is, if you knew, and I've heard this so many times before, if you knew you couldn't fail, what is it that you would do with your life? If you knew that you couldn't fail, what is it that you would do with your life? And so I want you to take that thing. If you knew that you could not fail, I want you to take that thing and I want you to go all in on it. Fear is what paralyzes you. But I want you to use fear to propel you to reach to the next level. Fear, F in fear. Fear, everybody on this journey to get to where we need to be is going to have failure, F. That failure is boot camp. Everybody fails. Everybody fails. It's not in how you fall, it's how you get back up. I talked to my agents on Monday and I told them they're out of 100% of the people in the world, only 5% are going to be successful. And that's just the reality. That's the statistic, because only 5% are going to do what they need to do in order to become successful. So you're going to let that fear paralyze you and stop you. You're going to let that failure keep you down, because everybody going to fall, but it's the person who gets back up that's actually going to make it to the finish line. Are you in that 5%? Yes, Marthella, just do it. Are you in that 5%? E in fear is embarrassment. If you don't want it bad enough, if you ain't willing to be embarrassed for it, you don't want it bad enough. And that's just the bottom line. So just like those people who, I'm a serial entrepreneur and I always have ideas. If you go into my GoDaddy account, you'll know that I have 58 domain names, because every time I have a bright business idea, the first thing I do is I create a domain name for it. I am the queen. Now, out of those 58, what is it, 58, Linda? 58 domain, because she manages my domain, and she be up in there, she be like, this is ridiculous, Constance. But that's me. And there are people out there that, you might have a great idea. You might have something that's really on the inside of you that you really want to do. And you told somebody else your dream. You told a dream killer or a dream stealer your dream, and they laughed at you. You've become embarrassed, and you allow that embarrassment to stop you in your tracks. And I'm telling you, if you ain't willing to be embarrassed for it, you don't want it bad enough. If you ain't willing to get talked about for it, you don't want it bad enough. If you ain't willing to go through some things for it, you don't want it bad enough. I've been embarrassed and mortified and everything else. Drove raggedy cars, wore raggedy clothes. I've been there, been through the trenches. That's my journey. I've been embarrassed for it, but I wanted it so bad that I didn't let the embarrassment stop me. If you ain't willing to be embarrassed for it, you don't want it bad enough. The A in fear is going all in for your dreams. No plan Bs. Putting all your cards on the table for your dream. And if you're not willing to put all your cards on the table, again, you don't want it bad enough. Nothing else, being singularly focused. Not saying that you can't do other things, but once that foundation is set, then you can start branching off and doing other things. First, let's focus on the foundation. Let's focus on that one thing. Let's go all in on that one thing. Once you build that, now you can start doing other things. Go all in for your dreams. And then the R, you have to be willing to take a risk. I've made millions of dollars taking risks. I've also lost thousands of dollars taking risks. When there's no risk, there's no reward. You're not going to be able to get anything without taking a risk, without putting your money in, without sacrificing, without betting on you. Standing on that ledge, afraid to jump because you're afraid you might fall, but what if you start to fly? Be willing to take the risk. Bet on you because you are your biggest commodity. If don't nobody bet on you, you betting on you. I believe in you. I believe in every single agent on my roster. I promise you, I believe in every one of them with every fiber of my being. But I can't want it more than they want it. I believe in you. I believe you have the ability to do whatever it is that you want to do because you're brilliant. You're smart. You are God-given. You are everything. God has made you and equipped you with everything that you need to get whatever it is that you want. But I can't want it more than you. You got to want it for yourself. Be willing to take the risk for it. And if you ain't willing to take the risk for it, you may as well sit down and get a 9-to-5 and be content with mediocrity. Now, I'm not saying 9-to-5 is mediocrity, but if you don't want to push and take a risk for your dreams, then hey, you are settling. And then I'll throw an S on there for fears is sleepless nights, because guess what? Successful people don't keep normal business hours. So if you ain't willing to lose a little sleep behind it, if you're not willing to really work 7 days a week for it, I was telling my agents the other day, right now, especially when you're in the beginning of your career, you do not have a choice. Don't tell me I don't work Sundays because I go to church on Sundays, and that's all good. But after you get out of church, you better get up and you better get to grinding and hustling until you get to a place where that business is going on its own. It took me at least 10, 12, 13 years before I was able to take a day off. And I still, every time I go out of town, every time I travel across the country, every time I go overseas, I'm still working. While it's 12 o'clock at night there and it's 8 o'clock in the morning here, I still have to work. Not because I have to, but because I want to, because the quality still has to be there regardless if I'm there or not. I still want to be a part of it. So you have to be willing to do everything that it takes and maybe have those sleepless nights, because successful people don't keep normal business hours. Donnell said, you better be hustling at the church. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Karen Allen, one of my agents, said she'll tip out, go into the bathroom and go send a text if she need to, or get on the phone. If it means setting that foundation, then you have to do what you got to do. And so I just want to encourage you, number one, do not let the fear of intimidation, of failure, of success. How many of us have had failure of success? Oh man, I don't want to succeed because if I succeed, then that means what? That's going to take away from my family. That means I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. That means I'm going to be too busy, not looking at a success as a stepping stone to really be able to do what you want to do. How many people can you help poor? How many people can you help in lack and in scarcity? I tell you what, I can help more people when I have more. I can do more when I have more. I can reach back when I have more. But I can't give you nothing with a prayer and a tank full of E. Come on, somebody. So I just want to encourage you, please, guys, just allow that fear to propel you to reach to the next level. And I also, listen, Catalyst Real Estate Professionals. Let me go back to that. Catalyst Real Estate Professionals is in this business. We're in this business to help you, to take you to the next level, to get you prepared. That lady that this young lady had talked to that said, you just a few points off, it ain't nothing I can do. God, how many people have gotten that same answer? Your credit's too low. You're 7 points away. Sorry, but not giving you the tools and the resources in order to get there. That's not what you get here. And that's why it's so important for me to reach out to the masses. That's the reason why I do the coaching that I do, because it's not just enough that I have a 7-figure business. Thank God for it. Thank you. It's not just enough that I'm helping my agents become 6-figure agents. That's not enough. My goal and what God has placed on the inside of me is to be able to help other people to create the lives of their dreams. Not only create the businesses of their dreams, but to be able to grow their net worth. How many of you want to grow your net worth? Because listen, I've had a 6-figure business and I've had a shitty net worth. I've had a 6-figure business and my net worth was negative. So when we talk about the tax laws, the laws in this country are set up for two people, for the business owner and the landowner. But if your business is a liability and not an asset, then you can't pass that. Or if you do pass that business along to your children, you're passing the debt. No, I want to show you how to pass a viable business to your children and to be able to pass an asset and grow your personal net worth by at least 100%. Because one of the things I do is I help people grow their net worth at minimum 233%. So I invite you to join. I don't even know where this came from, but I invite you to join my coaching program. It's Growth, Abundance, and Overflow. And let me tell you what you get if you join my coaching program. So I help people to grow their business. If you got an idea, if you have a business that you just starting, or if you have a business that's already in effect and it's a scale, and I can help you scale that business to create a 6 or 7-figure, multi 7-figure business. That's one thing that I do. The other thing I do is I help you in the 7 areas of your personal life, increase your net worth and get into a situation, get into a position where you're multiple revenue streaming and that you have that nest egg. That's number 2. That's with my coaching program. Okay. Number 3, you get access to all of my online training programs: Build Credit to Build Wealth, Grow Your Money, Don't Blow Your Money, the Money Management Mindset, Business Funding Fundamentals, to show you if you have a business, this is how you can retrieve business funding for that. Then you also get access to the We Summit 2020. So you get a free ticket to the We Summit 2020, and which I just got in, you get access to the We Summit 2019 replay for free. And the value of that is $2,995. And for right now, online, and I'm actually increasing the price tomorrow before I head on to New Orleans. It's actually only $97 a month without a down payment of $997. So if you're interested in joining my coaching program, we actually have a coaching call tonight at 6 o'clock, so you can kind of see where we are. And I'm more than willing to just guide you along the way. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you want to make it to the other side, listen, some people are scared to take a risk. Some people are scared to cross the street because they're scared they might get hit by a car. But I will cross a freeway with a baby on my back and roller skates if it means my goal is on the other side. I have to get there because I want it as much as I want to breathe. But I only want people who want it as much as they want to breathe, as much as they want to live. I only want those people. You might be able to fry a mean fried chicken. You might be able to make a great macaroni and cheese. You might have a gift as a great graphic designer, but if you don't have the proper business acumen behind it, you're not going to succeed. And so I've studied and I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on myself, betting on myself to create the type of business for myself. And I just want to help you. So if you're interested, go to my website, mywealthroadmap.com, or go to growthandabundance.com. And you can join my coaching call tonight, see where we're at. Right now, we're developing our strengths. because we're doing a lot of foundational stuff. We're developing our strengths. And once we get our strengths, and once we get that solid foundation planted, then we taking it to the next level. And you're going to see they're going to come out superstars. And I'm excited about it. So go to growthandabundance.com and you can sign up today and you can join the first coaching call tonight. I'm going to put it right here. And then growthandabundance.com. And then I just want to see the comments because I see I got comments, but I got so caught up and I ain't talk about. Let me see. I didn't even see what y'all was saying. Moms and Cubs Cleaning said, I'm doing good. And yes, it was. It was an amazing event, life-changing. And I'm so glad you were there. I'm just hearing so many different nuggets from the We Summit. And I'm so glad that we just were able to bring it to Stockton, California, because again, there's such a need here. And I was blessed. I've been blessed to be able to invest in myself. And I wanted to show everybody the things that I'm able to be exposed to. And then and that's the other reason why the coaching is so important to me, because I've been doing this for years and I've been pouring into myself. And I've never had anything like what I'm offering for as inexpensive as what I'm offering. The value is off the chain. And so that's the reason why I want to do it, because I want to make it attainable for everyday people, for people who have ambitions and goals. So, hi, Daryl, Donnell, Marthella, no judgment zone. That's right. Come on, we don't buy. Yes. Yes, let's turn that fear into focus, Marion. Tara, you would do so much more if failure wasn't an option, right? Asia, listen, I appreciate you too. And I'm so glad that you're a part of the Catalyst family. What up, Tig? Persistence separates average from exceptional. Yes, for ordinary from extraordinary. Absolutely. Focus on your dream. Understood. Noon can interpret it, but you. No one can. That's right. Facts. Yes. Yes. Say that, Jesus. Yes. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes. Don't let fear stop you. Focus on your dream because no one can interpret it but you. Your dream isn't meant for anyone else. Yes. Let me talk about that real quick. Because I'm telling you, when you tell other people your dream, those dreams killers and dream stealers, then they'll have you second guessing yourself and you step back and you're like, wait a minute, am I really supposed to be doing this? And God ain't gave your dream to them. And so then they impart their dream on you. Do you know, let me share this with you. Before I opened up Catalyst Real Estate Professionals, I was supposed to do it a year earlier. And I was convinced, along with other people who were just looking out for my best interest, maybe you shouldn't do it just yet. Maybe you should play it safe. Why don't you go ahead and take that management job, as a real estate manager with, and do that for a bit just to kind of learn. And I missed out on a whole year of going out on my own. But more importantly, there was a gentleman that had opened up at the same time that I was supposed to open. And so when I finally decided to go out, I called him up and I said, hey, how's it going? How's business? And he was like, oh, it's great. He's telling me all the great things about business. And I was like, that's awesome. And then I went and told somebody, man, I should have done it when I was going to do it. I don't know why I let my fear keep me from doing it. And you know what they told me? They said, you're not going to have the same success as him because you're Black and you're a woman. He's white and he's a man. I was told that. And it wasn't because they didn't believe in me, but it was because God did not give them the vision for me that he had given me for myself. And so they didn't understand it. And they were only basing this on their limited knowledge and what their limiting beliefs, but their belief was not what God had given me. And so when you allow people to speak those things into your life, they can cripple you or they can propel you forward. But I tell you, don't tell people what you're getting ready to do. Show them what you've already done. I tell you that in all authenticity. So growthandabundance.com. I'm going to pin that to the top. If you're interested in joining the coaching, I would love to have you. And this is for people who are only looking to go to the next level, only looking to go into the next level. So, all right, I'm out of here. I got to actually get some real work done. So I'll see you guys later. For those who are going to join me later on in the coaching at 6 o'clock, I will see you then. Take care and God bless. Peace.